This is going to be titled, Why the IBF May Not Strip Anthony Joshua. They'll strip Tyson Fury in a heartbeat. These motherfuckers strip anybody. IBF probably is the most strict when it comes to fighting their mandatories and getting them out the way. It's a little weird because some of their mandatories have been mandatories for the entire time of, the reign of the new era. And these same mandatories keep popping up, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, so forth and so on. So my take on why I believe Joshua will get a pass, and it also makes me understand, what Joshua wants out of the fight. I'm going to go back to a video I did a while ago, which was, are boxers die-hard boxing fans? And the truth is, they're not. I told you before that even the money man himself, Mr. Mayweather, is a casual fan of boxing. As deep as Mayweather is in the sport, he is still a casual. So if Floyd's a casual fan, okay, I don't think he knows the full potential of Tank Davis. If Floyd is a casual fan, then you best believe Eddie Hearn is a casual fan. Julio Siliman is a casual fan. The WBC owner. You can tell because this motherfucker put Stavern back up there at number 1 when this nigga ain't fight shit. But casual fan, Kathy Duva, Lou DiBella, all these motherfuckers are casual fans. They are not diehards. They are not the ones who say, you know what, we know you've been ducking this man for the longest. Stop bullshitting and get in the ring with him. They're casuals. So, even Anthony Joshua himself, dare I say it? Yeah, I'm going to say it. Anthony Joshua is a casual fan. If not, he would easily say, Klitschko, why can't Klitschko get the step aside money? He can. Don't act like he can't. You see what I'm saying? All these other dudes are getting step aside money, but Klitschko can't. It's in his contract. And who's to say that Anthony Joshua will end up beating Klitschko again? What if Anthony Joshua loses this time? And that's what brings you to the point of the Ortiz mandatory. It brings you to the Pulev fight, which is Anthony Joshua fighting Klitschko makes way more money than any of the other fights out there. Wilder, Parker, Ortiz, Pulev, it don't matter. Klitschko is the money maker, okay? Klitschko has more money than all them dudes, to be honest with you. As much as y'all want to push Klitschko out the back door, this nigga is probably the one coming to the table with the bulk of the money, Hey, Joshua, I'll give you $20 million. I'm taking everything else over top. Or I'll give you $13 million and we'll split pay-per-view, 55 my way, 45 yours, 70 my way, 30 yours. I believe Klitschko, as much as people want to say Joshua's the A side, Klitschko's the A side when he sits down at those fights. We have not yet heard that Joshua's making more than Klitschko. No, Klitschko's the money maker. So I say all that because, and we're gonna find out how serious the IBF is, okay? Because remember Floyd? Floyd got a pass. Floyd still has a pass. Floyd basically can come back to boxing and get a shot at the title without fighting anybody. He has that, okay? I think there's another fighter who has it too. I want to say it's Tyson Fury, but I'll have to do some more research on that. But I know that Mayweather has the pass to come back and fight, and they do that because Floyd paying a sanctioning fee compared to Pulev paying a sanctioning fee is totally different. Klitschko paying a sanctioning fee compared to Ortiz paying a sanctioning fee. And that's why I think that they'll go ahead and leave Anthony Joshua alone, maybe for one more fight. Get Wilder out the way, and get Klitschko out the way, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna want their mandatory fulfilled afterwards. Okay, the IBF I'm talking. I say that because the WBA, they're not as strict as the IBF. And you'll get a lot more money from Joshua and Klitschko, way more. You might get more than the first time of them rematching than the last time. Now, clear point. Mayweather fought, who'd he fight? He fought Pacquiao, beat the shit out of Pacquiao, took his belt. Floyd didn't want to pay the sanctioning fee. If you go on Wikipedia, you look up Floyd's record, you will still see WBO won. He won the WBO belt, okay? Sanction fee or not, it's still there. So I think they wanted him to pay, I think it was 2% of his purse or 1% of his purse, something like that. I think the shit did $200 million. It did more, I understand, from the pay-per-view, but just $200 million. And because Pacquiao got 180, Floyd got 350. But what I'm saying is the sanctioning body of the WBO wanted, I think it was $200,000. 200,000 for their belt, for you to fight for their belt. And a lot of times they want their money up front. It's just like I said, Floyd probably has the most pull in the sport. Floyd was able to still deal with, not fighting, but still reaping all the benefits for it. Meaning Floyd doesn't have to fight to get another shot. He didn't have to pay the sanctioning fee for him to win the belt. If they did it right, they would have said, well, the WBO isn't up for grabs. You know what I mean? They were just real hype. Why do you think the WBO is so hyped to keep the belt with Pacquiao? Why is that? Because of the sanctioning fee that comes behind it. So I'm gonna see what I want to see what the IBF has. I want to see if the IBF is all about that money, the glory, or the fame. I want to see if they want the best fighter to have their belt or if they just want their sanctioning money. Okay? Let me know what y'all think, man, because I got a real bad feeling that the IBF is going to let Anthony Joshua slide. I don't think the WBA, I think the WBA will end up taking a lawsuit from Ortiz rather than stripping Anthony Joshua. I think Joshua gets a pass, But as us diehard fans, we know the truth. And when you put up these videos, we can always go back and see the truth of what really happened, which is, you could have paid Klitschko some step-aside money. I understand you're not a diehard fan, Joshua, so go ahead and get your money. But you could pay Klitschko step aside money and tell him, my job to come in here was to unify. I'm making a lot of money, but I want to be the best of all time. I want to be the best in my era. And to do that, I need to take down King Kong Ortiz. I need to get over there and destroy Parker. I think Parker's the weakest link out of all these dudes. And I need to beat Wilder, So I think Joshua has to come to a point where he's going to decide what he wants. And I think that overall, from what we've seen about Joshua's career, he doesn't make the top decisions. It's Eddie Hearn who decides. So, of course, if Eddie Hearn is going to decide, then more than likely we're going to see that rematch with Klitschko. That doesn't mean that Joshua's going to win. I know plenty of rounds. I still got it on my phone. I know plenty of rounds where Joshua was getting outboxed, where Joshua outpunched himself and Klitschko was teeing off on him. So don't act like it's an easy walk in the park. All y'all motherfuckers think it's easy. I think this time Klitschko's going to be even more careful than last. He weathered a lot of the storm, especially those hooks. He weathered a lot of them, you know what I mean? But will Joshua take the money? Will he take the glory? Will he take the fame? Vegas had Joshua winning already. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that much of a difference on who to win, but that doesn't mean Joshua will win against Klitschko. So you beat him. Congrats. You beat him, dog. It was a hard fight. You beat him. But let's keep it moving. Get all the belts. And then when you come back to the table, you should be making more than Klitschko. You should be. You should be the one receiving the $30 million and Klitschko receiving 20. Or Klitschko receiving, and let Klitschko go off and fight. Klitschko, if I was Klitschko right now, I understand the money, but Klitschko, you're multi-million dollars paid over, dog. If I was Klitschko, I know this is a tricky one, and Klitschko won't do it like this. If I was Klitschko, I would go after Parker. I would. I would beat Parker. I think Klitschko beats Parker. I would beat Parker and take his belt. Then I have a say in everything that goes on in that heavyweight division. Y'all going to have to get to me to get the rest of the belts. I think Klitschko should take that route, but it's Klitschko. It's his name, Klitschko don't need a belt to get a title shot, as you can see. Klitschko could go fight Ortiz right now. Another, that should be the shot to get to Joshua again. Let Joshua go over and handle somebody in the meantime. Let some of these dudes work their way up to really get these title shots instead of just, I'm going to sue you. You said I was the mandatory, and then, there's more money over here, so I don't have to fight my mandatory, and, he has to come to the United States before I do that, or, we'll go over there, but hopefully you don't get popped dirty. I mean, there's mad bullshit that comes along with this shit, but we go back to the main question. We go back to the main statement. Are diehard boxers, the ones that are in there getting punched in their face, are they diehard boxing fans? D-Block, and I'm out.